So, Joe, what a difference a week makes for this team. You saw your team go on a 4-game win streak, sweeping the Cleveland Indians, getting the first game in Seattle. What was the biggest difference over that span?
We swung the bats a little bit better. We had some big home runs. We had a grand slam by Tex. We had a 3-run homer by Tex, a 3-run homer by Robbie, and we put some hits together. And we pitched very well. That was the other difference. I thought our starters did a good job, and the bullpen was good.
You mentioned the home runs. Obviously, you scored some home runs prior to Mark Teixeira coming back, but having that bat in the lineup, what does that do for you?
It changes our lineup drastically. And he's an RBI machine. It splits up our left-handers. He's a switch hitter who's very dangerous from both sides, plays gold glove defense, so it's great to have him back.
Now, he said in Seattle that first game, he's still not 100% comfortable at the plate, but still producing quite a bit. So as a manager, how do you judge a statement like that from Mark Teixeira?
Well, I think he probably feels that way. And you understand that, it takes guys a couple weeks to get in the swing of things early in the year, but guys are doing that in April, and it's June, and he's trying to play catch-up a little bit, and he'll catch up quickly.
Now, Kevin Youkilis hasn't seemed to have the same immediate offensive success that Mark Teixeira has had. What are you seeing in his at-bats?
It just seems like his timing is off. He seems to be a little late on the fastball, a little early in the breaking ball, and that will iron itself out. Friday night, we saw him catch up to a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and hit a double in the left field corner, and that's the Uke that, I was used to seeing all the time. Didn't miss fastballs, and he'll get back to that.
He's one of the guys that said coming back, when asked if there's a lot of pressure on those two guys in particular to help this offense produce, said, hey, there's 25 guys on the team, 9 in an order, everyone has to do their part. But do you think there's an element when these guys came back that they want to make sure they contribute immediately?
Oh, I think so. I think they want to be part of it. I think they really miss being part of it, and I think sometimes you can put a little bit too much pressure on yourself. But these guys are pros. I mean, they've been doing it a long time. They've had some injuries that they've had to deal with, and they've been in good lineups, and they understand they just got to do their part.
Now, you guys were forced to make a decision this week when Andy Pettitte came off the DL. You decided to option Brennan Bosch and keep Lyle Overbay and move him to the outfield. How difficult a decision was that for you?
Well, it was tough. I mean, Bosch had that big hit down in Tampa for us, but we wanted to protect ourselves because, there's still in the back of our mind, we worry about Tex a little bit. I know he's playing every day and he's doing a good job, but you still, whenever you have a wrist injury, you want to see guys get through it. And we just thought that Lyle played outfield in high school and college, and he did a little bit in spring training with the Red Sox, and we thought, let's give it a shot. And in our ballpark, we think that he can do it pretty well.
Now, is he a guy that came to you and said, look, I want to stick around here any way possible, I'll do anything you ask, or is this something you guys kind of thought, this might work for us?
Well, he didn't do it to us, but I heard him talk about it. And the other thing was we kind of asked him, and we kind of investigated it a little bit to see if he could do it because, he's been a big part of this team, and he's had a lot of big hits, and he's great in the clubhouse, and we thought, let's give it a shot.
What did you think his first 3 times out there?
Well, I think he's 3 for 3 on fly balls, and as long as he continues to do that, he'll do well.
Does it look like he's having an awful lot of fun out there, too? It almost seems like he's a kid that's 14, 15 years old as he's running under the ball with a big smile on his face.
Yeah, when you've played over like 1,200, 1,300 games at first base, and you get to go to another position, I'm sure it's a little nerve-wracking, but I think the guys really enjoy it. And you remember when Vern got to go to third, the big smile on his face. Guys like it.
That move also meant that David Adams stayed with this club. What does his versatility mean to you as far as what you can do?
Well, it allows us to DH Robbie some. It allows us to have what we feel a better lineup against left-handers because we were so left-handed stacked for a while. It allows us to put a bunch of right-handers in there, and we've done that against lefties.
Is it going to be difficult to get him some playing time as you move forward with Youkilis back, you think?
No, I don't think so, because we're going to see probably almost a lefty every series. We saw one against the Red Sox. I believe we saw one against Cleveland. We're seeing one against Seattle. We're probably going to see one against Oakland and the Angels. So he's going to get some time.